Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We have got some interesting news for Call of Duty today. Not only do we have a couple of new bug fixes and changes that some are already live in game, sort of subtly went live and were changed in a hotfix. Others have now been officially previewed by the devs as well to come in maybe the next few days. We've got some previews as to some upcoming updates in the next week. We also just got sort of maybe an accidental reveal and confirmation of some of our new Season 3 content in the form of some OG weapons. We've obviously had various leaks and rumors in regards to some of these classic Warzone 1 weapons returning, and now some new marketing from Call of Duty, like I said, seemingly accidentally revealed it. So today Call of Duty did put out like a new little teaser trailer video for International Women's Day, showing off some in-game rendered gameplay, and at the very end of this video you can actually see operators holding some new weapons that are not currently in the game. The first of which is the Kilo, which we can see here being held. So that was one of the leaked and rumored weapons that was found in the game files, the Kilo 141, obviously a classic Warzone 1 weapon with the return of Verdansk. That nostalgia's right there, lines up ever so nicely. We also have this one just behind the text. I'll have a clearer image in just a moment, but this definitely appears to be the Amax as well, which was another weapon that was leaked in those game files that we've covered in some videos recently. So I don't know if they planned on having already announced Season 3 by the time that this trailer went live, or if they just put these weapons in the trailer and weren't really caring too much if people recognize that they were there. Obviously, it gets people talking about the game a little bit more before the official Season 3 marketing and everything starts there. There's also one other slightly clearer image Bob Network ends up posting this, where you can clearly see the Amax on the right here and the Kilo on the left. So that's just two of our weapons. Obviously, we're going to have more than this. Things like the HDR have also been leaked. The Grau was in the files, the Cali sticks, other stuff like that. So once we see the full-on official Season 3 reveals here, maybe in the next couple of days, we'll have to see. We'll get better confirmations and greater confirmations as to all the weapons, the official names and everything here, but definitely does indicate that we are going to be seeing some of these classic OG Warzone 1 weapons returning here to celebrate the return of Verdansk. Obviously, as we get any official reveals or announcements here in the near future, you guys know I'll be covering that stuff right as it happens, so feel free to hit that subscribe button to always stay up to date. And if you enjoyed this video as we go through the remainder of these updates and new details that have been revealed and shared, a like rating is always seriously appreciated as well. Now, this is always something I try to highlight whenever it is around, and that is the Call of Duty endowment packs, just because quite frankly this is a win-win. We actually had this pack live for a limited time at the start of Black Ops 6. They usually keep the packs live until they reach like a certain sales threshold, and then all those proceeds go directly to the Call of Duty endowment, which does help veterans find jobs. It's a fantastic program, and every single year we get some of these code packs, and now the Endeavor pack is returning. So if you missed out on this the first time it was available in Black Ops 6 and Warzone, it's just a pretty standard store bundle, right? You get an operator, you get some blueprints, some other filler content, calling cards, emblems, charms, stuff like that, but all of these proceeds that go from this pack go directly to the Call of Duty endowment. So if you want to buy this pack in game, you get all the content, and the money you spend on it goes to a good cause. So like I said, I always try my best to promote these when these are in the game, because unlike all the other store bundles, which I think are largely overpriced and not worth it, these ultimately are for a good cause, and I want to make sure as many eyes are pointed in that direction as possible. So that's now live in game if you're interested in that. Now, Treyarch has also detailed some updates. We actually have some of these already live in game, and then they do preview a little bit more of what's to come this next week for COD. But earlier on this past week, we actually got a slight update. We haven't really seen any major updates, any patch notes or anything drop in COD in the last few days, which is kind of surprising. But nonetheless, back a couple of days ago, Endurance Mosh Pit was added to Black Ops 6 multiplayer. So this is 6v6 respawn modes on all the normal maps. However, the matches are essentially doubled in length. So 10-minute matches last for 20 now. The score limits have been increased, so if you just want to stay in a match for way longer, the Endurance Mosh Pits are now live in Black Ops 6 multiplayer with the playlist updates there. Then they do also mention that this upcoming week on March 13th, we've got the new Clover Craze event update out, and they've already previewed some of what to expect with that as well. So with this just stemming from the Call of Duty blog that we had, Clover Craze starting on March 13th, lasting to the end of the season. One thing I think is interesting here is that when this blog initially dropped for Season 2, they mentioned that this was happening from March 13th until the end of the season. They specifically never gave us an end date, which to me definitely signifies that they knew Verdansk was not launching on March 20th. Season 2 was not ending on March 20th. It was absolutely getting pushed back, and they didn't announce it for a couple days, obviously, back when they did release that image and announcement, but they definitely had that in the pipeline given the fact that they didn't give us an end date for this. But with Clover Craze for this, eliminate enemies in multiplayer and zombies and open caches in Warzone to acquire acquire different types of clovers. Find the rare gold clover for the most points redeemed for rewards. Includes the Cloverleaf Ames AR blueprint. So this will be another collection event like the Archie event that we had and the other stuff there, where every time you get kills or open up caches, you'll be able to pick those up and then redeem them on the menu. I have seen some of the things like the leprechauns and stuff already live in game for some reason. So there might be some glitch tracking and some stuff going on there already if you've been playing. But yeah, that'll be coming out on the 13th as like the main update for this week, unless they drop any surprise stuff, which of course I'll be keeping you guys in the know on if that happens. Now the Trellos have also been updated recently with some new fixes scheduled, so things we can look out for here in the very near future, some other issues being investigated, and even some new issues silently being pushed over into the resolved tab. So they must have just been fixed with random hotfix updates, and COD just never talked about them for whatever reason. But regardless, players missing icons for some tracked camo challenges in the challenge tracker UI fully resolved now according to the Trello here. So if you were having any issues with tracking specific challenges, that now should be updated, at least as far as the visual tracking goes on that challenge tracker. They do have full fixes scheduled for even more weapon tuning changes from Season 2 Reloaded not being fully live, likely referencing some of the cons on MW2 and MW3 weapons not being fully removed yet. Forward intel not working as intended for some players. That's got a fix scheduled here, so we should see that updated soon. Then also the Citadel de Mor boss jump attack can sometimes insta-kill players and not even give them last stand. Like, you just straight up die. So pretty big issue there. That'll also be fixed here in the near future. They are still investigating the D13 sector fast times camo challenge there. Infected is currently completely out of the game in private matches with an issue, so that'll be updated and that'll return at some point in the future there. Then progression levels still not showing accurate. Sometimes it might show your friends as like level 55 when they're prestige master 155, right? That one's been on here for a while. And then on the Warzone Trello, they also say they fully fixed an issue where the tac map would forcibly close throughout the match. Like, you try and open it up to ping something and it would just kick you out. It'd force close it. Really annoying thing there. The only other thing they've really updated on the Warzone Trello as of late, though, is that they're investigating ranked play stats not appearing correctly in the combat records. So not an insanely, massive issue, but still an issue nonetheless. Other stuff there is just older things from earlier in February, late January, that they've still yet to fully address and fix here. But that being said, a couple of fixes confirmed for the next few days. Ideally, if we see any surprise patch notes or any changes drop, you guys know I'll keep you in the know for that, alongside any potential reveals or announcements for Season 3. Lots to be on the lookout for. Of course, if you want to be in the know for all of it, feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, and if you enjoyed this video, a like rating on your way out would be seriously appreciated. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.